We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, son.
They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
2nd and 10, Fields again. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On play action, Fields. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Fields. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fields throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. It's complete to Williams. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, here's Gibson again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Slide able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll go play action. Howell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Hal now to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Chicago dealt what ended up being the 32nd pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers for Claypool and got limited results in 7 games as he adjusted to new surroundings. One of the league's best athletes in the position. They need for it to translate more often here in 2023.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
11.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
Fields on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have regained the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now throwing on 1st down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to about the 22 here. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Faking the handoff. Howell. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Howell. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Sly able to put this one through. But Charles, that's something that this league has only seen a little over 20 times in its 100-year history. He comes through with a 60-yard field goal.
And I'm just wondering, does he even believe it yet? Has it sunk in? Let's face it, guys dream about this. They think about it. They practice for it. But for it to actually happen, impressive. What a kick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down there.
Here we go, Scott.
On first and 10, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's second and 10. On the option right is Fields. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Now he's loose at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Johnson. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Now, How's going to mix it up here?
39-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. A give running right, Gibson to about the 26 here.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pushing his way through. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, it took a while to get their first touchdown of the game, but finally some signs of life here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was the burst they'd been lacking all throughout this game, but that was a decisive run. Might have caught the defense a little flat-footed because they hadn't been able to get going in this one, and he was able to take that one all the way to the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Crowder now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also let you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Gibson again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. This one left side caught by Gibson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Howell going to audible to something else. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 30, Bears 16.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 2, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again, Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, strike. Hey, 551, 551. Press, left strike.
Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Commanders 30. Bears 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. Oh, look at the juke. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire